any kind of end of the semester summary you want to give us on how things are going and anything related to co-planning, instructing, or assessing we can help you with?
Okay, well, I have kind of the project idea for the final that we were going to go over.
Good.
Um, but I would say overall it's gone really well. I was surprised. I talked to the kids and we kind of changed our format with much ado about nothing because when I had a student ask, well, what part do I get when we read it? I thought, oh, they want to read it out loud. So it's going to be one of those where I have to listen to them for 4 hours in a row. But I did figure out a way to make it manageable for me is that every day, one of the hours, I will read to them, and it'll switch off.
Oh,
So,
nice.
yes, because I just 4 hours in a row of student reading is just too much.
Yeah, bad student reading
Yeah.
nonetheless. That's, I mean, I hate to say it, but yes. Oh,
So,
it's my turn now. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
so I thought I can handle three, but once we get to that fourth, I don't think I can do that anymore. So anyway, so that's worked out really well. And so we did what you suggested. We have read an act and then we watch it and then we'll go and read the act. And so they're excited to read it and they're doing a pretty good job. It's just a lot of listening for me and helping them. But they've
There's
enjoyed it.
nothing wrong, Lisa, too, with you guys at this point in time. If when TJ is in the room, if you've already listened to it 3 times and you wanted to step out to
Mm-hmm.
do some assessment evaluation of kids, like do a quick oral assessment or see if they understand, there's nothing wrong with you not being in that room like once a month. I don't see that as a problem. So if it's something you might think, gosh, I'd really like to know where the kids are with, I know your wonderful steps for using independent dependent clauses in for the ACT, that might be a good thing for you to step out, and we call it a tap back assessment where you pull kids out. If you're interested in doing that, that would give you a break from listening one period and put him in a leadership role. It's just a thought.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. Because I think, with him, I think he's already stated that he likes the lead follow, but it's good for him to lead because the problem is, and the kids see, like I told you before, that they think he's working for me, which is not true. So,
When you do it, make sure the kids know. So make a statement like today he's going to lead the instruction and I'm going to be doing some alternative assessment kinds of things and pulling you out of the room. So the kids don't think you just went to go get coffee. You don't want that to happen. But that way then it's very clear that you have different roles and that he is leading today. But that's a great way to give yourself a break during this part of what you're doing.
that's a good idea because otherwise it's just a lot.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
So, but they're enjoying it so far, and it's good. They should. And I talked to the teacher who had all of the English 9 last year, including the inclusion class, and she said, no, they read all of Romeo and Juliet. So she said it was painful for her to listen to it for 4 hours, but she said they can do it. So anyway, yeah, so that's good. Okay, so we have I have it here. I had texted TJ. We communicate best when we text, so because he doesn't always check his
We're
email.
like our teachers.
We just text it. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking of for their final presentation. We would do it three. I don't know that I want to do partners. I kind of think I want everybody to present something.
Okay.
We'll see what you think. It may be that they need to have partners.
Great idea. Time to see you there as individuals.
Yeah, it's time. But we would present the 3 days before finals. So then the day of the final, they would just have something small to do because there's no way we could get all 26 presentations done the day of the final.
Right.
And I'd rather leave some time. So what I was thinking is we've had the big questions throughout the semester, such as what can we learn from different generations? I'm reading the board here. Or the ceiling? What does it mean to grow up? Why do some people fail and why do some succeed? So we have all 6 of those questions. And so I thought if they answer one big question by applying 3 of the readings from the semester and include a quote from each source to back it up. But that may be way too hard. Just to support their theory.
I think it's great. Here's what you might do so you don't have to listen to 26 presentations. And you could add a technology component since the park's going to ask the kids to do that anyway. Ask them all to make a YouTube video.
Okay.
That they will upload and, let's put it over the edge, that they will have to close caption.
Oh. Now, what if they don't know how to do the YouTube or the closed caption?
That would be something you ask TJ to lead with them.
Okay.
And they figure it out by their big kid selves. They will not have any trouble with this. This is what I do in my college class. And
Okay.
then for their final presentation, they not only have to upload it, they have to watch 5 other people's and critique it.
Okay. Oh, I
And then
see. So
you
so
don't have to
they
listen to
watch it at the computer. I get it. They watch it at the computer and they critique it. Oh, that's good. And then we.
and then closed captioning, and because here's what they'll learn. And you say, I'm going to check the statements. So YouTube automatically closed captions your videos.
Okay.
However, it's all wrong.
Okay. So
So
you
they
have to.
have to work on making sure what they said and what the text actually match, which is also a really good writing skill.
Okay, that's really good. That's good. Now, I thought the types that they could do would, but I don't know if this will work. It'll be like a poster or a PowerPoint, a Prezi, perform a rap, make a scrapbook or skit. So they would just show it through the YouTube.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, they would just hold up their poster. If they have trouble, they can come before school, after school. You can give them 2 days in class time. You can coach those kids that this is really hard for. TJ can take a couple kids down and do it with them with the iPad. But what's great is they'll all be excited. Then they'll show it to everybody. And then you guys will have all 26 presentations that you can watch as you want to instead of having to watch them all in class.
That's a good idea. That's good. And I think I have plenty of selection, plenty for them to select from.
They use a fabulous selection, yes.
Because we have, Bleachers, Much Ado About Nothing, 2 nonfiction and 3 fiction that we read. So
they can pick any of those books too. So you've got choices both ways. I can decide. Ooh, I like that. I think that's really good.
That's a great idea.
Do you want to differentiate that at all, Lisa, and give some of the kids they have to pick 2?
Yeah, that would be fine. We could do that. Yeah.
And that everybody has to have 2, and then TJ could selectively pick the kids that have to just do 1.
Okay. So we could pick 2 for everybody, and then.
And you could offer extra credit for somebody who wants to do 3. You'll have some overachiever in the room that would do that.
Yeah, that's good.
And that way you've got the tiers.
Yeah, that would be good. Yeah, I think they can do that. And then just throughout it, at some point in there, they have to use the quote to back up what their ideas are.
So that'd be great. Absolutely. And then they would have to write out the quote in YouTube. See, that would be really good for them.
Yeah.
And tell TJ if he wants to do this. I actually do this in my college class in the summer.
Okay.
And I used to do the presentations, and I'm telling you, by number 20, it wasn't matter how good it was. It was like, seriously.
Oh, I know.
And they loved this because they had to just watch 5. They were randomly assigned 5 people. And they got a chance to go. And what I loved is my smartest guy in the class is like, yeah, I so knocked this out of the park. And when he saw the woman who made a quilt to represent all the concepts in my class, yeah, I have that level of overachievers. Thank you very much. And she started presenting. He came up and he goes, I have been humbled. I said, it's about time.
Oh, that's great. I love it.
It's really good because you can make your kids who struggle shine.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest of the kids will see them in a little bit different light. So this can be their best product instead of I stand in front of you and I melt.
Right. That's a good idea. And
I'd be happy to help TJ directly with that if he'd like some help. But I would turn that over to him. He needs to figure out how to do that because I think that's his strength. Yes. And then you just figure out the structure for the assignments.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. And I may send you a copy, or I'll email you a copy just for you guys to look at it to make sure it's not too honors English-ish. I mean, you want to be, but not too crazy, with too much, too.
Absolutely. Okay, so we will meet then the next time after the first of the year. I will help in between times with TJ as he needs it to set that up. If you guys decide not to do it, that's fine, but I just offer you that as an option that I think it'll be more fun for everybody.
I think that'll be fun. Because they can do the critique then during the final time.
Exactly, and that's what they get the credit for is critiquing others' work as well as their presentation.
Right.
So you make that a percentage of their grade.
Right, okay, that makes sense. That'll be fun.
Yeah, and that way they get to hear 5 other stories, see?
Right, exactly. That's good.
So they've actually learned more, you just don't tell them that. They'll be like, oh, this is fun. You're like, and you learn 10 times more.
You learn a lot more, so that's good.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds great.
Right, well, thank you so much. I know you have to go teach. We'll talk to you later.